Also, just want to point out that Minish didn't get the memo. We're wearing chucks today.
Gotta wait, I don't own a pair of chucks, unfortunately.
Oh, mate.
If anyone wants to donate anything,
Yeah.
got a pair of chucks to Minish. Hello and welcome to The Human Now, where we are discussing ideas around what it means to be in this state of time. My name is Akash, and today I'm joined by Minish, Curry, and Perry.
What's up?
How's everyone doing?
It's good.
Everyone having a good week so far?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So just starting off today's discussion, I thought we should start off with talking about what we're grateful for.
Christian?
Go Manish.
I think one of the things, just because we're here, I think we're grateful that we have. What? Is that what you're going to say?
Stole it, man.
No, it's good. It's good that I think I'm grateful that we get an opportunity to do stuff like this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is one example, but like just a lot of stuff that just helps us develop and grow and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm grateful for that sort of stuff. Shame, bitches.
Whoa. Okay.
Just saying.
He's brought
That's our
back the,
first-
he's brought the fight back.
That's our first. That's our first censor of the.
Mate.
Anyway.
Same. No. I think I'm grateful for, especially this week, just being at uni and like family and friends at uni.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that it?
Just for this week.
I'm also very grateful for this opportunity and being here and all that sort of stuff. But I think this week I'm grateful for good health. Like I suffer from like pretty bad gut health, and the last couple of weeks have been like up and down. I've been pretty good this week, so good health is what's on mind at the moment. So, yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'm the same as Minish. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Just going back, just thinking back in the build up to the process, you know, like starting off in May and working towards it. But I think what I'm really grateful for is just being able to get our podcast, you know, like Spotify and Apple Podcast. You know, it feels like
Yeah.
you always want to be a singer, but you can't sing. So
Mama,
this
we
is
made
like, yeah, man, next best.
Agreed.
But yeah, I think I'm just grateful talking to people and listening to what they have to say about what we're doing. Everyone's like pretty on board and just receiving it quite well. So yeah, I'm just grateful to have this opportunity and do this.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Also, just want to point out that Minish didn't get the memo. We're wearing chucks today.
Gotta wait, I don't own a pair of chucks, unfortunately.
Oh, mate.
If anyone wants to donate anything,
Yeah.
got a pair of chucks to Minish. All right. Topic of discussion this week is around relationships, the relationships we have in our lives, and the responsibilities that we may or must need to fulfill, if there are any in our relationships, and whether that is with ourselves or the people around us. So I can start off where this is kind of coming from for me. So right now I'm doing a lot with uni, with work, and even the podcast. A lot of energy and a lot of time is being put into that, and I'm okay with doing that. And where my confusion or where my thinking is sort of coming in is, do I need to be giving time to like family and other people like friends and stuff like that when all I want to be doing is this sort of stuff, you know? And so I thought it'd be cool to talk about just what the relationships we have, and yeah, what our responsibilities are, or if that's like the key area of like discussion today.
What was your solution, or what was your outcome?
Just keep working.
Got a question.
Yeah.
is there other times in your life where you do dedicate more time to family, or that the priorities change?
Yep. So like when there's a family engagement or
Are you trying to announce something?
no. I mean like when there's a family
It's like when
gathering
we
and
get together.
stuff. When we get
Nice,
together.
nice try though. Nice
That
try.
engagement. Sorry, one track mind.
You know, like I'm like there. You know, I'm like, you done?
No, I'm not. But carry on.
Yeah, when I'm like there
Mm.
at the family gathering and stuff, I'm present and I'm there with everyone. You know, and I've set aside that time to be there, and for me that's enough.
Yep.
You know, I don't feel like I need to take out any more time right now, just because I want to work and do other stuff. You know. What do you guys think?
Why has it changed? My question, I think, was more around, has it changed? Like the stuff that you're doing at the moment, and what you're giving priority to, has that changed in the last 1, 2, 3 years?
Yeah.
Why? Or why are you focusing on what you are now?
Nothing.
No, what are you laughing at?
No, carry on.
Because like what? Yeah, we're talking about relationships and stuff like that, and relationships with what you're doing, and relationship
Yep.
with yourself, and all that sort of stuff. So why put the focus on this sort of stuff right now?
All right, so go back a couple of years. I was in uni, just near the end, in a relationship. Relationship ended, uni ended, and then I was just into full-time work. And then from full-time work, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to be doing. Dedicating a lot of time and energy into that. And yeah, and then all these types of things, like now I'm back at uni, and Nash Street's developed a lot more since then as well. So yeah, that's where I've given a lot of time to that, a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point of your question?
He just wanted to know what
No. Well, what's our topic for today? What are the
just
Relationships.
relationships and the
Relationships, right?
responsibilities and the, if there are, as like responsibilities as, or our responsibilities in the relationships
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Anyway,
what was the point of that?
I don't know. Go. You go, Minesh.
what? What's what?
What are the relationships you have, and what are your responsibilities in them?
Well, there's a lot of relationships that we have, right? Like, yeah, obviously I'm engaged, so I've got a relationship there, got a relationship with family, got a relationship with friends, work, and all that sort of stuff. And I think your question is, what do you have responsibilities in those relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you fulfilling them?
Yes, there's definitely responsibilities in those relationships. Am I fulfilling them? That's
Because
For
that's
others to say.
yeah.
because
Well-
that's like my confusion
Right.
is like, am I fulfilling my responsibilities as like a son or a cousin or member of the family
Yeah.
when like I want to be doing this.
Mm. So, so wait. So yeah, so we have relationships.
Yep.
We have responsibilities within those relationships. Yeah. Are we fulfilling them? Yeah, I don't think it's on like, yeah, other people are going to have expectations on you on those relationships and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's more on what you think is important. What
Right.
you think you need to fulfill in that in that relationship, and whether you're doing it right.
Yep.
So like, I think one of the reasons why I was asking those questions is like why it's changed and all that sort of stuff is like at the moment you may not think that that's, like you said, you've got these certain events and stuff like that you go to, and whatever it is that's important to you right now, and to you that's fulfilling that relationship, you know. But then you might think with your mum and dad, for example, or with your siblings, you might be like, okay, I genuinely know that that's not something that I'm fulfilling, and I want to fulfill that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But if you're happy not, if you understand that yet you're not doing it because of whatever other things, then it's like, okay, yeah, sacrifice one or sacrifice the other and live with the consequences, right? So like for me, I think that in each of my relationships, there's probably a lot of there's probably I probably put a bit of expectation on myself on what I expect out of that, and I do sort of get down when I feel like I don't fulfill certain responsibilities in relationships. I think like
What do you mean by get down?
like I like
Guilt?
yeah like spending time with you guys, for example. I feel like that's one of my responsibilities as your friends is to hang out and enjoy life and all that sort of stuff.
You even texted us lately,
Oh,
so
here we go. I texted you today, like half an hour ago, saying I'm here.
keep going.
So yeah, like like things like that. Then yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, I could be doing more, or I could be doing better. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a hard one to answer. There's certain things where I know that like I'm not fulfilling a responsibility, for example, but I'm okay with, right? And
Right.
there's certain things where I'm just like, oh yeah, I can definitely be doing a lot better.
So what do you do in those situations where you think you can do better?
The thing is, I either do something about it or convince myself that I'm
fine.
happy to spend more time. Like it's like essentially it's a time thing, right? There's a lot of this which comes
Yeah.
down to time, where it's like, I'm putting my time into this and not this.
Yep.
Same thing as you, right?
Yep.
So it's like telling yourself that you're content with spending more time on focusing more on this and letting that be the, you know,
Yep.
not letting that develop or whatever it is.
Mm.
But yeah,
Cool. Curry?
Um,
What is the question?
yeah.
So what are your responsibilities in your relationships, and do you think you're fulfilling them, or
And do we know about all of your relationships?
I knew it was coming. I was like,
or
where is it?
engagements.
Or both?
I think the relationship,
Bro,
the relationships I have would be
Would.
would
Oh,
be
would.
would be with mainly family and friends.
Hmm.
So with you guys, and then like direct family, and then like uni friends. And the responsibilities I have with that, I feel like are like neutral. So like what I give out, I expect to be given back, almost.
but
And
do you
then
do you feel like
I feel
you're
like-
fulfilling in your
I feel like I'm fulfilling in the relationships that matter to me the most, and I feel like I get the same thing back as well. So I feel like I'm pretty good. And then I was just thinking about what you were saying before, how you feel like you're maybe not fulfilling your responsibilities in a relationship. But I feel like for us growing up, we've always been in like a busy lifestyle, so we're kind of like
Mm.
You understand?
yeah, you understand that they're not going to give you your like all your time, all their time, all of the time. So like even like for us, I feel like our relationship has gotten a lot better over the year or like over the past years. But like even just like driving to uni in the morning is like that's enough time for us. We're like, yep, just caught up and
Yeah.
and then see you after.
Oh,
Yeah.
voices
Just- yeah,
getting
just-
a bit. Yeah.
No, but I think that's
Shaky.
like even with Tully, it's like we
Yeah.
only see her like once in a while, but we're like that little moment or that little
Good
time we catch up
conversation, eh?
is like good.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Sweet.
That's about it.
All right. Perry.
I feel like I missed your answer. That's right. I was reading something, or listening to something, or doing something, and I'll just stick to what I'm gonna say here.
Mm.
I wrote some stuff down.
Yeah.
Because it's just Minesh talked for so long, so I'm not gonna don't want to take up any more time. So there's this. He's an author, but he used to be American. In America, he used to be a business school professor. His name is Srikumar Rao, and he says that he's like all these relationships that we have. He talks mainly about business. But he's like, whether you're a businessman, we have a company with 100 staff or 200 staff, whatever it is, and then I sort of brought that over to whether you got a family, a wife, kids, and all that sort of stuff. He goes, it's all an illusion. He's like, it's all an illusion because it's actually all those relationships are secondary to the main thing, and the main thing is your personal growth. So, or he's like your life's evolution, or life evolution of yourself, the evolution of yourself and your growth.
Yep.
And he's like, whether your business fails, or it doesn't matter, or whether your business has succeeded, it doesn't matter. Have you grown? It's like his main thing, and like that really resonated with me because I feel like I've been sort of looking more inward lately, and sort of not really. I don't know what the word is, but like I've just been looking a lot inward, and then there's also things like we hear, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. And for me, like with the work that I'm trying to do, it's like I need to be so full in myself to be able to give from the overflow, and so like that's my main sort of focus at the moment. So yeah, there are relationships, there are responsibilities and stuff like that, and I'm not saying I'm like stepping away from those. I fulfill all those relationships and responsibilities, but my main relationship and my main responsibility,
Yeah.
to answer your question about relationship and responsibilities, is to myself and to fill myself up. And a cool quote that he says is, your business is nothing more than a vehicle for your personal growth. And I feel like that's with anything, like all your relationships are just a chance for you to grow and stuff like that as well. And because I'm the only one with kids on this, we hope, Minesh,
That'd be nice.
that we know of. There's another author, his name is Khalil Gibran, and I'm reading a book called, his book called The Prophet.
Yeah.
Really cool book, I highly recommend it. And he says, your children are not your children. I'll just paraphrase here. They come through you, but not from... Actually, I'll read the whole thing. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you.
Mm.
And like that just really, really resonates with me. Like, yeah, I've got kids, but I'm not trying to control them. I'm not trying to like mold them and shape them and do all of that thing. All I can do is let them have their journey and be there to support that. And so yeah, just a couple of takes on relationship is purely, I mean, the main relationship is with myself and how I can grow and develop myself. And then just because like having kids is such a huge responsibility, you don't want to screw them up. So I sort of taken a step back and said, yeah, they don't belong to me. They've only come through me.
So in saying that, how do you use your other relationships to help grow yourself?
Well, we're always interacting with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any interaction that we have, I feel it can be a lesson. Even people that we disagree with, even people that we love so much, I feel like there's always a lesson to be. If we disagree with someone, I was just speaking to someone yesterday and they were like, and we're just discussing how when you like someone, you like everything about them, right? But as soon as you like dislike one thing about them, then everything they do was just like, oh man, that's like,
yeah.
They're like, it's just like the worst thing that could have ever happened.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
they do, like, why do they do that? They're so stupid, all that sort of thing. But like, there's like a lesson in there. What?
What's the lesson?
Well, it's just that's like up to the individual and thinking why is this person affecting me like this? Why did what they just do affect me? Why did it make me upset? Why did I react like this? All that sort of stuff. This is all I believe.
Yeah.
Things you can learn from. So, yeah. I feel like if you don't have a relationship with yourself, or you don't understand, and you don't love yourself, and all that sort of stuff, then like you're no use to anyone.
Of course.
So that should be everyone's number one responsibility.
Yep.
Yep. Question?
Done.
I didn't jump in when you were talking because Akash told us off just before. I just want to get that on the record.
Thank you
for arguing. So
Thank you.
or having a discussion.
Yeah, having a discussion.
I just like watching tennis, that's why.
Having a discussion. So you do you, Minesh.
At least you're not stuck in the middle, okay?
Okay, so then what I've gathered from what you guys have said is you've made it pretty clear that you need to
Well,
have the relationship with yourself.
that's where I stand.
Yeah. And then yours is you need to do you. And everyone. I think what the thing is like you just got to do you, and everyone else is secondary to that.
Yeah, because
And
imagine
that's okay.
Yeah, imagine if you're like you're under the pump with uni stuff and whatnot, and then you've got a family engagement, and your mom's like, you have to be there. You're like not you're there, but you're not there, right?
Yeah.
Have you had a situation like that?
Heaps.
And it's just like, it's just like there's almost no point in doing that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? You just step out of it, focus on yourself, rather than going there and pissing someone off or saying something, and you're not really gaining anything from being there, unless it's like, I don't know, special circumstance. That's what I think.
Is that the equivalent to your mic drop?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else got anything else they want to add? Any other quotes or anything like that? Sweet. It was good. Helped me to clear and understand myself a little bit better. Thanks for that. We'll close it up. Sweet.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Is that what you were waiting for?
Yeah.
Let's do what?
Huh?
Close it up.
Let's close
Well,
it
close
up.
it up then.
You guys are just like sitting there like,
Oh, waiting for you to
God.
close it
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I'm just
You've been
chilling,
saying you're
man.
closing it up for like last 2 minutes. Just hurry and close it up, man. Come on.
all right. Thank you
you
very
everyone
much.
for
Tuning
tuning
in.
in. Those watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. You know those. Have you seen the subscribe the icon that comes up, the subscribe, and then the bell icon thing? Those cost. You have to pay. I think it's like $17 for those. Is that crazy?
What?
There's like a little
get the
icon
notifications.
that pops. Screw it. I'll talk to you after the podcast. Sorry. Carry on. Hit the subscribe button. Bell notifications. We're now on Apple
Podcasts.
Spotify, the Anchor app, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Basically, where all good podcasts are found.
Yeah.
We want you guys to be part of the movement. Feel free to leave a comment. Get in touch with us. What's the email address?
info@thehumannow.co.nz.
And the and the website.
is www.thehumannow.co.nz.
And you can find us on Facebook at
The Human Now.
and on Instagram at,
The Human Now.
and I think that's covers
That's
it all.
it. Yeah, man.
Sweet. Thank you.
See, this is what I want you guys to do.
Is that it?
We're a
Have I
team.
missed everything? Anything?
Thanks, Ortex, for the boards.
Yep.
Nice.
Thanks, Tex.
OGs.
And yeah,
Thank you guys for coming along, discussing.
thank you.
Sweet. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're listening on YouTube, on the podcast. Until next time, be human, be now.
Brah.